your permission, I'm recording your session. So if you recall the last class, we first discussed the concept of bivariate relation, bivariate correlation, and bivariate linear regression. And we suggested, so far as our syllabus is concerned, we'll be discussing only linear relationship case, not non-linear. And if you recall, please listen to me carefully and if possible note it down. We have perhaps discussed why one should go for multiple regression analysis. That is why one may think of extending bivariate relation to multivariate. So the reason answer number one, if you have taken one predictor and you find that alone is not sufficient, it's not sufficiently explaining the variable and your estimation is not accurate, so you have to add more variable. You have to think of going for multiple regression where you have got multiple predictors. Okay. Point number two, answer number two to the same question as I was trying to suggest. So if you go on adding more independent variable or the predictors, it might help us achieving greater accuracy. What is the meaning of greater accuracy, Ashwini? Then here, don't waste time. If you do not have answers, a pass.
More accurate, sir.
Here, then Anu.
Sir, the prediction will be more accurate. I mean, determining the Y value will be more accurate.
Yes. And if you remember coefficient of determination, that is R square, we have already explained small r or small r square. The same concept will be applying here. And for multiple regression, all of you note it down, the counterpart will be capital R. Capital R is for multiple regression. So the R square will be higher. If R square will be higher, so the accuracy will be higher. Okay. So this is the equation we had already explained. This is the simplest extension from bivariate to multivariate. Why I'm telling simplest extension ours? Can you guess?
Sir, because there is
we have added one more factor.
Yes,
we
sir.
would have added more, 3, 4, 5. So last time we had only one predictor, one criterion. Here adding one more extra. So one by one, we'll go on extending. Anupriya, what will be the next extension possibly?
Sir, summation of y equals to.
No, you are not attentive. You are doing something else.
Sir, y equals to a plus b1 x1 plus b2 x2 plus b3 x3.
Yes, in that order we can go on extending, adding other factors, right? And maybe we might have discussed here when you are migrating from 2 to 3. So you should have a feeling, thinking that if you're plotting the equation in simple bivariate case, you had a straight line. You remember here? So now in this case, 3, not a straight line, you can think of, conceptualize a plane radar. Okay. So this is what 3-dimensional, you can think this way. And this is what the normal equation, I think we had discussed that. These are the normal equations. Hope you have not forgotten the logic and how we have derived that. Any volunteer who can just tell me how to remember how we had derived the normal equation. Any volunteer quick, 1 minute. Kamlesh, you are writing poetry or what? When I'm asking, either you look at me or something like that. That means you're not listening to me. Janmajay. Sorry, Jyotima. Sorry.
So we have the regression equation is y equal to a plus b1x plus b2x2. Summation of y will be nothing but number of.
Take the summation on both sides. So we get sides. First equation. Then
summation second. We have to just multiply with x1.
Yes.
Left and
multiply
right.
x1, then take Summation. Where is the second
Summation.
equation? Very good.
The first equation, then multiply with x2. You will get the
Very
third
good.
equation.
Then multiply x2 and take summation on both the sides, right? Devasri Nandi, what is the role of normal equation?
So to find all the multivariate, I guess.
Sorry?
To get the multivariate, the things that we have taken considered.
No. Ankita Patnaik, Bhavna in that order. The role of normal equation, I think we had already discussed, is just to find the constants, three constants, okay? A, B1, B2.
B2.
If you solve these three equations, it will help us in getting the constants. The question that was three I have asked, the answer I have written here on the screen. You're not, I think, listening to me carefully. Okay, this is the role here.
Sir, I'm just writing whatever you are saying.
Yes, somebody is asking. Any question? Okay, now what we'll be doing, I think, if I am correct, I had asked you an optional assignment, not compulsory, to try one of the questions. Did I say that? Yeah.
No, sir. No, sir. You just.
The last class you just told to take a screenshot of this slides.
Okay. I have shared the PPT.
No, sir.
Somebody told that yes. No.
No, sir. You have.
But should tell the values if anybody has got it. Someone was telling what is A1? A.
Yes, sir. A1 is
A.
A is 96.4.
Write that. B1.
136.4.
Okay.
And B2 is minus 2.4.
Okay. All of you take a screenshot or write it in a notebook. Anybody having any doubt, question, please ask me. Anybody having any doubt? Okay. Thanks, Anada. Stop sharing.
सर ये जो इक्वेशन है जो हम लोग वैल्यूज पुट करेंगे तो ये साइंटिफिक कैलकुलेटर से ही निकलेगा ना A B1 और B2 यस
यही मिल जाएगा okay. So we told two methods. Jyoti was suggesting third method. Anybody who recalls what Jyoti told?
Yes, sir. Matrix से हो जाएगा sir.
Matrix multiplication solution that we can do. I won't advise to do that. That is again complicated. Don't do that. Then we have suggested three methods. Next method which you are going to solve using Excel. Abhi karayenge. Okay. So this first 13.2, then 13.9. We'll be doing it slowly. Wait for my explanation. Don't do now. Okay. All of you stop writing. Listen to me. Devasri Nandi. Now, Jyoti, I told all include Jyoti. Stop writing, look at me. Is my face that bad? You cannot look at my face, Jyoti?
No, sir. I was with the last.
Very bad. My face is not bad, very, very bad. Stop writing, look at here. Now, in exam, sometimes you may get directly this symbol x1, x2, y. That's what somebody was suggesting today. Okay, it is easy then to make calculations. But many times it may happen that yx will not be given, you have to decide. For example, this, okay, all of you pay attention. Say for example, second column and third column. Out of these two, which is dependent, which is independent? Devasri Nandi to answer. Second column, third column.
Both are dependent. Independent, sorry. Both are X.
I was trying to confuse you. She is smart or smartest. Good, very good. Thank you so much. So first column is Y and baki jo do hai, they are independent. Okay, we'll check later today if time permits. Through such example, then you have to decide which is dependent, which is independent, right? So this way we'll be doing it. Anupriya, first column, second column. I think they are not related.
सर रिलेटेड है ना सर?
रिलेटेड है। किस टाइप का
Yes, sir.
रिलेशन? चाचा भतीजा, माँ बेटी, व्हाट टाइप रिलेशन इज दिस?
Sir, direct.
Yes, very good, very good. Thank you. First column, second column, they are direct relation or positive correlation. कमलेश, first column, third column, ये दोनों तो related नहीं है।
रिलेटेड है ना सर, लिखा तो
है, दिख रहा है?
हाँ, ये
किस टाइप का रिलेशन? ये तो पता नहीं। साई, रिलेटेड है रे? प्रज्ञा, ये तो रिलेटेड नहीं है। आकाश साहू, फर्स्ट कलम, थर्ड कलम रिलेटेड नहीं है ना?
सर है सर।
रिलेटेड? व्हाट टाइप
Yes,
रिलेशन?
सर डायरेक्ट।
अरे, suppose you are ready compromising to go to far off place, outskirt of a city, outskirt of a city, जो दूर है, जहां डिमांड कम है, प्रज्ञा, वहां हाउस रेंट कम होगा या ज्यादा होगा?
हाउस रेंट कम होगा।
If you are searching similar house in heart of the town, center of the town, हाउस रेंट ज्यादा होगा कम होगा? ज्यादा होगा। So farther you go, the distance from downtown or center of the town, if it is higher, the rent will be less. So what type of relation is this, Vishal? 313. Ashwini.
सर इनडायरेक्ट रिलेशनशिप, इनवर्स रिलेशनशिप।
तू स्टैटिस्टिक्स किताब लिख रहा है क्या?
नहीं सर।
क्यों नहीं लिखना? इनडायरेक्ट, इनडायरेक्ट कौन बताया था? Who is your statistics teacher?
इनवर्स सर, इनवर्स रिलेशनशिप।
इनवर्स को इनडायरेक्ट क्यों बोला?
सॉरी सर।
Inverse relation or negative correlation. Okay. So if it is inverse relation, you are going to get a negative correlation. Okay. If you are getting a negative correlation, regression coefficient should be negative. Okay. Why you are discussing this? थोड़ा सोचा करो, समझा करो. Even solving, before solving, हमें पता होना चाहिए कि अरे हमें नेगेटिव मिलने वाला है. ठीक है. For a cross check, if you can apply common sense, then that would be better. Okay. Why am I feeling tired? Why you are showing? Why you are? Okay. Bit lethargy there. Okay. Quote my last sentence. Are you missing somebody who is not here?
No, sir.
He is not here. Quote my last sentence. Chino.
सर जैसे आपने बोला सर, if there is negative correlation, so we have to keep in
फैक्टर्स को देखो, डाटा को देखो, ठीक है. इवन बिफोर कैलकुलेशन हमें पता चल जाएगा कि भाई ये आंसर नेगेटिव होने वाला है. ठीक है महिमा मैडम. सो इट विल हेल्प अस फॉर ए क्रॉस चेक. ठीक है. सो we would try to solve Excel, first this one, then this one. Okay. Has anybody entered in Excel by chance?
Yes, sir.
Wow. Who?
Sir, me.
Share your screen. All of you should also enter, self-check that house rent, and all of you do that. All of you also see. अरे तू आंसर तो कर दिया, फिर कैसे होगा?
हाँ सर, आंसर कर दिया मैंने.
नहीं.
96.4.
नहीं. Don't go for that. Okay. Now you just show us the data.
Yes sir. Here.
Copy the data. Y x1 के साथ लिखना.
सर डेटा कॉपी करके
अरे फास्ट रो
से कॉपी कर लो।
हाँ कॉपी कर, ओपन वन ब्लैंक शीट,
यस सर,
पेस्ट, अभी कराएंगे पेस्ट। All of you have done? Harsh, you have completed entered?
नो सर अभी नहीं सर। साइमल्टेनियसली कैसे करूं सर?
हाँ?
तो स्क्रीन पे भी देखना है, इधर भी करना है।
अरे मैंने बोला डाटा एंटर करो ना, तब तो एक साथ
हाँ
करेंगे।
वो मैं कर रहा हूँ सर।
हाँ अभी करो, उसके बाद तो कराएंगे ना। How many of you have entered? Raise your hand. फटाफट करो, raise your hand. How many have entered the data? प्रज्ञा
कर रही हूँ।
I should have asked you in the morning. Actually, somebody misguided me. I particularly asked whether I had sent PPT or not. Somebody told me. All of you have done X range and Y range?
Yes,
Clear?
sir.
Next, for output range, your cursor should be on a blank cell. Okay. So click somewhere at E1 or F1, whatever you want. Okay. Then you can see it is already selected in output range. Alisa, are you able to see?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Those who have done, press OK. Now, those who have got this output, raise your hand. Those who have got this output, raise your hand. The selected output, can you increase this?
yes sir, let me try.
Go to home. You know how to select, Arey, Asim, you know how to select font size?
Yes sir.
पहले तो select तो कर सारे. Yes, increase कर. रुक बस. Okay, fine. So now you can drag the column width so that the words can be visible. Key column width you can expand. Are you able to get me?
Yes sir.
Key column width.
Yes sir, yes sir, yes sir.
Very good, thank you. Like this, all of you do that. Fine. Now, all of you listen to me. This output has got three distinct components. Okay. Those who are not speaking, please mute yourself. Don't disturb. First one, regression statistics. Second one, ANOVA. And also third, Asim, as I am telling, you should help me. You are not getting me. Third means you
Yes, sir.
scroll down, niche. And coefficients. Okay. So
yes.
Now this will be getting back to Asim again. Can you help me so that I can explain through my PPT?
Yes, sir.
Start sharing. I'll get back to you later. Okay. Now look to my screen, all of you. We have just solved Excel output. This is something a SPSS output which you are going to do in the next class. Okay. Now you'll be getting some output like this. So please, all of you see, this is the final P. This is called significance proportion or significance P. All of you write down in a notebook. This P, if it is less than 0.05 or 5%, then only we'll be calling the multiple regression to be significant. Anupriya, have you completed here? Read out the sentence for others. One of you read out the sentence. Here or Anupriya, can you read out the sentence quick?
If the p-value is less than 0.5 or 5%, the multiple
or 0.5, ये बोला क्या? 0.05 बोला.
Oh, sorry, 0.05 or 5%, then the multiple regression will be significant.
Okay, so please note it down. So first we have to search for this. And second, all of you see R square here. Look to the screen to Sally. R square, this is important. Like your pathology report, doctors check the numbers. So you have to understand what the numbers tell. Just today morning, I told smaller coefficient of determination, R square. Similarly, multiple regression, we also have capital R square, right? So this is 68%. So anything more than 60% should be good, okay? Now, again, here in this coefficient, so these p-values are significance p-value, all the factors, okay? So we have to also check if these p-values are significant or not, okay? Crucially, whether this factor is significant or this factor is significant. How do you know? How do you conclude?
So if we check that if it is greater, it is less than 0.05, then it is significant.
So these factors significant or not significant?
Sir, two of them are, so which one, sir? Constant and cost?
Which is significant?
Sir, constant is significant and cost is also significant.
Take a word.
ADS.
Jyoti, and if required, Kamlesh. Jyoti, you are there? Kamlesh?
Yes, sir.
Bolna. Which factor is significant?
So constant and cost are significant because the values are less than 0.0.
CR Sai, Sai, ये दोनों का रोल नंबर नोट कर -2
Not significant because it is small, more than 0.05%. It is 0.1 and 0.4.
क्या कर रहे हो? Trushali Jyoti gets -2. Sai इन दोनों का रोल नंबर नोट कर. अरे is it 5% से नीचे है?
No, sir.
नहीं सर.
No, sir. No, sir.
0.05.
Why you told that, Trushali?
46%.
None of them is significant. Okay. So, and finally, you have to look for this coefficient. These coefficients are the answers. Bhavana, why I'm telling answer? Answer means what? Answer means so normal equation जो solve करके जो मिल रहा है ना, A, B1, B2. First one is A, second one is B1, third one is B2. So this we have to get either from SPSS output or from Excel. Now using this, you are writing this. So I'm repeating here. So R square we have to note down. And second, we have to note down the final p-value. And also third, we have to check the respective p-value. And most important, we have to check for the coefficient. Coefficients will be called the answers. Now, if you please note here, please see, these are nothing but A, B1, and B2. And don't forget your regression equation A, B1, X1 plus B2, X2. This is the regression equation. Okay. Yes, so here you are using this equation. This is also equation. So from this output, you have to write down the equation. So this is B1, or you can write here. And this is B2, you can write here. Okay. So this is nothing but cells is Y, this is A, this is B1, X1, and this is B2, X2. Right? All of it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Who has the Excel sheet? Share karo, fatapat.
Yes.
Jaldi share kar. Sir, 1 minute. Sai, please hold on for 2 minutes. Then ask me question. Don't forget your question. Okay. Kamlesh, what is the final significance p-value? The terminology will be a bit different. What I had shown was SPSS output. This is Excel output. Can anybody guess and tell which is the final p-value?
ये वाला 0.09 वाला जो.
Ah, very good. Thank you. Who told that? 0.09. Asim, you are not helping me. J column
Yes,
code
sir, yes,
is
sir,
not width. J column width. Yes. Sir, 0.09 को highlight कर yellow से. Just click that color. Why you are doing this? Okay. So this is final p-value. Chino, whether this regression equation model is significant or not?
So as it is greater than 0.05, so it is not significant.
Very good. All of you note it down. Quickly write on your notebook. Next, go tough. Asim.
हाँ sir.
Now what is R square, Chino?
So R square 0.91.
Select that. Color में click कर दे बस हो गया. ठीक है. Then go to the last table. ANOVA के नीचे. Look. Individual p-value. Can you tell me, Asim, what is individual p-value? Very
Sir,
good. Select these three.
Sir.
Select these three. Alisa, roll number 15. Now, which factor is significant? Which factor is significant? Are? Rushali?
So none of them are significant.
Very good. Now you are smarter. So जो minus मिला था minus cancel हो गया. So बराबर हो गया. ठीक है. Alisa, why you are not participating? क्या हो गया? Okay. Then go top middle table. Asim सुन रहा है नहीं सुन रहा है?
हाँ सर.
Sorry. Coefficient कहाँ पर है?
F यहाँ पे सर.
F column को expand करना. हाँ. So तीनों को highlight कर coefficient. Ars सुन रहा है?
Yes sir. A1 का
manually किए थे check करो. ये
हाँ
वही
सर.
ये कोई अलग सम है क्या?
I think ये
because the significance the value are different.
ये असीम ने गड़बड़ कर दिया. Asim, data you have, if you recall, we had just told initially to have greater accuracy, we go on adding more predictors, more independent factors, okay? But in the rat race of going on adding more independent factors, the craze, we may do some inadvertent errors. ऐसे भी हो सकता है, when you are having so many independent factors, some of them are not unique. Some of them are very repetitive in nature. If you have got some repetitions unknowingly, नाम कुछ अलग होगा, but वही चीज है, so that is not going to help us. In short, in technical terms, listen to me, if some of the independent factors have intercorrelation, if they are intercorrelated, then there exists multicollinearity. Multicollinearity is a disadvantage in regression model. So our intention should be to check that all the predictors are unique and they do not have any intercorrelation. This is a condition. To explain better the concept of multicollinearity, I'll just give an example of a student who has done, he, like you, wanted to study what would boost sales, okay? Sales of pizza is Y, and he has taken sales would perhaps depend on promotion advertisement. How many times you are repeating art? This first column, hope you will agree with me, is important. Okay. Number of times you are repeating art and the last column, they are directly related. Do you agree with me, Kamlesh? Positive correlation. Now, second column kya hai? What is the total budget on ad? How much you are spending total in advertisement? The cost. Okay. I think you will agree with me. The second factor is also positively correlated. Do you agree? Now, dhyan do. All of you listen to me. The student has done like this. First, ek karke leke, he has associated first column versus last column. Usko study kiya. Second column versus last column usko associate karke study kiya. Finally, taking both the factors together, he has studied. Now see what he has got. I will ask individually, no prompting, you have to answer. We have already explained, so you have got some idea. So first thing, we'll be checking R square. Dabasri Nandi, Arnab, you have to say something. Mute yourself. Now, R square 61% means it's good. We should understand that it determines very well. It's a very important factor. Okay. And you find that it is also significant. So now, second, this is the number of times you are repeating. Here, this is how much cost total this repeat R involves. Trusali, what is R square in the second output?
67.3%.
67 is very high, good. So we'll conclude that yes, second factor is also equally important. Now, Chinu, kahani mein twist kind of thing. Okay, please see when he has added both. This we have already seen. Now, both factors taken together. Please see, this is number of times you are repeating R. This is cost. Now, when you are taking both, it is hardly 68%. You recall, first factor had over 61%, second factor had over 67%. Dono mila ke is hardly 68%. It is not going up. Kya ho gaya, Anupriya? If this type of situation happens, all of you should think कि भाई यहाँ multi-collinearity का defect होगा. Now सोचा करो, what are the factors? Please listen to me. If a company is having a higher budget, तब तो then only it can go on repeating more times ना.
Yes sir.
अगर budget नहीं है तो कैसे repeat करोगे? तो first column, second column, are they not quite related?
Yes sir.
अगर पैसा होगा तो repeat करोगे ना?
Yes sir.
So this second factor is also in somewhat related to the first factor. ठीक है? So this is called multi-collinearity, and we should think of avoiding this. Okay? Any question up to this?
Sir, previous page थोड़ा दिखाइए.
हाँ हाँ.
So the question we solved using Excel, the values that we obtained, that was the totaling of both the independent variables.
Yes, 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 yes. Yes, Vishwaji.
हाँ sir, हाँ, done sir.
Got it?
Yes sir, yes. ये individual निकला था कि नहीं, ये सर चेक कर रहा था.
हाँ, I'll share this PPT, don't worry. Okay, I think.
Sir, ये DF degree of freedom है.
वो कराएंगे. This is part of our discussion, Jyoti, and this is the SPSS output. I don't know whether you have access to SPSS output or not. We'll be trying to discuss in the next. This is also quite similar. Okay, this p-value and individual p-value, we'll be discussing that. Okay. Now, just to check, Jyoti, have I answered you? No.
Hello, am I audible, sir? So my question is that to check for the multi-collinearity, we have to find individual correlation between the variables and the dependent variables and the independent variables.
That is way, but I'll explain in SPSS. There is a direct function check multi-collinearity that can be also studied. Okay, don't worry. We'll be discussing slowly. Once we are introducing the very powerful package, very good package SPSS. SPSS stands for Statistical Package for Social Sciences. Okay.